All right, so now we are going to be sewing our hem stitch. And so this is a finished button pouch that eventually you guys will have done. The hem stitch part of the button pouch is right here. As you guys can see, that you guys are gonna be sewing this part. And the reason why it's called a hem stitch is because you can't see any of the stitches in the back side of the button pouch. And so I will teach you guys how you guys can do that. So for today, make sure you guys have your piece of felt in front of you. You have your hand needle, which your thread is attached that you guys created on day 1. You will need sewing shears and your pin cushion with the pins inside of it. So first step of doing the hem stitch is we need to make a roll on one of the long ends of the piece of fabric. So by rolling it twice, I would say do it about 1/4 of an inch down. So you would roll it once, and then you would roll it again. Then you have that nice roll, and then you would take one of your pins and you would push it through the fabric all the way through and come back up to the front side. If you guys need to put multiple pins in there, that is totally fine. One will work. So the first step of the sewing process is inside this little roll, you are going to start the hem stitch. So with your needle, take the fabric in your left hand, take your needle in your right hand. If you are left-handed, I would do it opposite. What you guys would do is you poke your needle towards this end, poking it into the roll, and then just pulling it all the way through till your knot catches. So that's where that lasso knot comes into play. So now we're gonna do the hem stitch part. So right below this roll, what we are going to do is we're going to skim the surface of the fabric and also push it up into our roll at the same time. Why I'm telling you guys to skim the surface right here is because if I were to flip over my fabric, you guys can see that you can't see the needle, and that's what gives the hem stitch its name. So once you guys push it through that bottom part of the fabric and push it through the roll, then you're just going to pull up, and that's just one stitch right there. And so after that, you're just gonna scooch over a little bit and do that same exact process, skimming the surface of the fabric and then pushing your needle back up into the fabric. And that's another stitch right there. And you guys just continue to keep on going down the fabric, making those stitches till you get to the very end. After you are done and you get to the other end, go ahead and watch my next video on how to end it.